Hi everyone, Miss St. J here with a tech tip of organizing your email. So last week I polled my advisory class and asked them, how would you categorize your school Gmail account? And here most of them responded that theirs was cluttered, an overwhelming mess, they weren't even sure. So we are not using our email probably as effectively as we need to. A few felt like they were pretty organized, but they were definitely the minority. So today is designed to help you, give you some help. I'm going to teach you a few tools for organizing things. So let's head over to our Gmail. So for me right now, my starting point is I have 188 emails. So I know like this first page gives me 1 through 50 of all 188 that I have. So you may want to jot down that starting number because you're probably going to need to turn that in for this activity. So what's your starting point? How many emails do you have to begin with? Now there's a few ways that you can go about deleting your emails because I know that with Google Classroom, they send a lot of notifications that we don't necessarily need and it's getting cluttered. So one of the ways, if you don't have a lot, what you can experiment with is holding down the control button and just go on and click the ones that you don't really need. So students who have shared things with me, and so I'm able to go through. I skipped this one. I can skip this one for Mr. Jurios. I need to read that, but any that are just automatic sends, I can kind of pick and choose. I've already read this one. So by holding down the control button, it allows me to select out of order different emails. So I've selected multiple at a time, but they're not all, I was able to skip the ones that I wanted to save. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 emails highlighted that I'm going to go ahead and delete into my trash. So that's one way to do it, is just hold down and work on going through and deleting things. The other option, if you're getting a lot like me, where I get a lot of submitted late and notifications from Google Classroom, you can look and see what words those emails from Google Classroom have in common. So for me, submitted late is one. So I'm going to type into the search submitted late and have Gmail sort my email. So now it shows me, so a lot of my email is just being cluttered with these submitted late. So I'm going to go ahead. The second tech tool that I'm going to teach you is how to select multiple at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this first one. And now instead of control, I'm going to hold down the shift button and go down to the end of these submitted lates. And now it submitted the first one, it selected the last one, and since I held down the shift button, it selected everyone in between. So now I've got a whole bunch selected. I'm going to delete, and that got rid of a bunch all at once. This one isn't a submitted late, but it still returned in my feed, so I skipped it because I need to read that. And now I went and highlighted the first one that submitted late, and now I'm going to go to the last one here that says submitted late. And I held down the shift so that it highlighted and selected all the ones in between, and I'll delete some more. So that's how to delete multiples at the same time. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful in you getting your email a little bit less cluttered. For the rest of the activity, you are to submit into this Google form what your starting point was, how many emails did you start with, and then when I X out of that and go back to my inbox, you want to go ahead and take a snapshot of how many you ended with. Okay? Or go ahead and post how many that you ended with. So that's the activity today, to go ahead and work on uncluttering your mailbox so that you can see the emails, the more important emails from your teachers themselves. All right. Good luck, everyone.